I'm Sarah Hamill. I am the psychology liaison in the library, so I am your go-to person for psychology research needs. Please reach out to me with any questions you have about the library. I'm happy to help because I have the best job in the world because I get to help you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and go to the library website. It's library.fiu.edu. I'm going to click Research Start, Subject Resources, scroll down here, click on Psychology. Then what you find on this page are a list of guides in psychology. If you scroll down to the bottom of this, you'll find that there is one specifically for this class, Psychology of Women. If you cannot remember all of those steps, it's library.fiu.edu/psych of woman. Okay. On this guide, you'll find a welcome. It's basically saying that it's a tool or guide to help you find empirically based peer-reviewed research articles that you need for your Psychology of Women projects. And then down below here, you'll see the #1 database. If you did not know that already in psychology, it is PsycInfo. Okay, really quickly, what is peer review? Peer review is a process where Dr. Stevens, for example, does research. I'm making this up. I'm not exactly sure what her research area is, but it is with African American women and identity and their portrayal in the media, for example. So she does this original research, she conducts interviews, she collects all the data on this, and then she writes up a literature review about what's written about this topic. Then she comes up with her methodology, how she came up with, did her research, her findings, her conclusions, her reference list, her in-text citations, or an APA 7th edition, her reference list in 7th edition. She submits it to a journal, say the Journal of Identity. Other scholars that do that same narrow specific research review her work and say, is this good, reliable, credible research? And if it is, it's accepted for publication. One thing about peer review process, it's usually a blind peer review process, and what that means is Dr. Stevens doesn't know who's reviewing her work, and the peer reviewers don't know whose work they're reviewing. So it's really based, the review of the work is based on its merits only. That's the peer review process. If you want to learn more under here, what is peer review, you find there's a video and some more information about how to find peer-reviewed articles. But lucky for you, I'm going to show you how to find those peer-reviewed articles. So in the #1 database in psychology, PsycInfo, I'm going to click on that. And if you're off campus, you may have to sign in with your FIU credentials, but you're ready to search. So for example, say your topic is on the media portrayal of women, okay? So we have to kind of think like a computer. Media is pretty general, but we can be a little more specific. We can say media or TV or TikTok or Instagram. And I'm putting or between my terms because I'm telling the database that that these are synonyms. So it's looking for media or TV or TikTok or Instagram. One of them has to show up, okay? Or more than one or two or three, okay? But at least one has to show up. And then when you put and between your terms, you're saying that has to show up with the word portrayal. Otherwise, I don't want to see the results, okay? So and is a way to narrow your search, or is a way to broaden your search. And then the last line, I'm going to say female or woman or girls, or if we want to include like non-binary, or we could add some more, or other groups, okay? So or is a way to broaden your search, and is a way to narrow your search. Great thing about this database, you can say I want to limit it to just peer review, and then we're ready to search. And we get our results. We got 813, which is a lot, but I recommend going through the first 10, 20 to see if something looks right. Looking through here, looking through this, it looks good. Number 3 looks pretty good, but I'm going to scroll down. Number 5 looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. When you click on it, you get the title of the article. You get the name of the authors, and then the name of the journal, Sex Roles, a Journal of Research, Volume 90, Issue 2 from February 2024, brand new. And it's 10 pages long, and the DOI, which is the identifier of the article. And then you usually get an abstract. Read through the abstract, make sure it's what you're looking for before you read the 10-page article. And then down here we have some subject terms. You can always redo your search with the subject terms. If we scroll down here, though, I want to point out something here. Under methodology, you'll see it's an empirical study, okay? And then you can redo your search right here at the indexing terms if you wanted to. It's like tagging. That's kind of like tagging your articles. So if you read through the abstract, you're like, oh, spot on. Yes, this article will work. If we scroll back to the top, you'll see there's no link to the full text. However, we can go ahead and click on this Find It at FIU button, which will open a new window and search for the full text for us across 1,200 plus databases. And you can see here it downloads. You can download the PDF. And you'll have the full text to read the full article. Okay, so if there's not a link to the full text in the database you're searching, click on Find It at FIU. That works for all of our databases. The other thing I want to show you is the Cite tool. This will help you with your APA citations. You'll see it comes up APA 7th edition. It's a good starting point, but it always needs to be double checked because this actually should be 2024, February. But it will help you a little bit with your citations. So you can copy and paste that into your paper and you'll have your reference for your research article that you need for this class. So that is PsycInfo in a nutshell. If you want to learn more, there's more tools under how to craft your search, put your ands and ors, that explains a little more, how to prevent plagiarism, so on and so forth. CiteWrite has some examples of citations and articles and books and so on and so forth. But I do want to point out that I am here where you are. I'm available when you are. If you need help, please reach out to me. My email's here, my phone number's here. I look forward to working with you. It's here on this document as well. My email is hamels@fiu.edu. My phone number's there. If you remember nothing else from the video, if you started at the beginning, you skimmed through it all, got to the end, just remember library.fiu.edu/psychofwoman is a guide to help you with finding your peer-reviewed articles for this class. Happy researching. Reach out to me with questions.